can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. Wan'Dale Robinson now to return this. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to 200 career starts. We covered him for a long time in Seattle, a 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
I really hate to say this, and when you start 0-3, the numbers will just tell you flat out. Week 4 becomes a must-win game for you to save some playoff hopes. And in a must-win situation, really all eyes turn to the quarterback. His signature performance. It keeps hope alive and elevates everybody.
Of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And what did he think was going on there, Brock? He just spiked it on first down. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. It isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him on the crossing route. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He gets it away, but nothing on that one. Oh, this is awful. Headed towards the sideline. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team-first guy he is, if you're more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so as long as they get the win in the end.
It's a great pickup. 6. Yards, and now they've got first down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down. Hampton gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
They give to Harris from the gun. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Najee. Harris, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Here's Robinson with the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. So first and 10 now from the 30. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here starts. That one's complete over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. And we're on the toss to Tracy. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
With all these collisions his running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants sure going to have the first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Throwing on first down, it starts. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
That is just a big-time individual effort defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, first down.
The play fake, now Herbert to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Herbert from the gun. Throw wheeled in by Higbee. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now an inside give to Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. It's Hampton on 2nd. He's got it in the red zone. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
That's another Chargers first down.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 7-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown!
Touchdown.
The Chargers pull out in front further, 13-zip. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Giants nothing.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Set, 19, 18. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Starks. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Taken in by Bellinger. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. Warriors, 17.
On 1st down, here's Darts. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Dart gonna throw again. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now. And we both know it's only gonna hurt worse as this game rolls on.
I'm stuck in a loop right now. I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting free throw, bat and baseball, if you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That's 16 on the pickup. That's going to be good for an LA first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Herbert finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
48-yard line.
Herbert now. Pulled in by Allen on the sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Bring the tight end left. Shotgun give to Hampton. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Offense is set. First and 10. In the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers take a 20-zip lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Tag. 19, 8, go.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
There's Tracy on first down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Third down now. Here's Darts. Pass brought in by Slayton. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
Giants, first down.
19,
First
here we go.
and 10 at the 35-yard
Exactly
line.
2 minutes to play in half number 1. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. All set to go now from the 35.
Dragon 60. Stephanie. Rocco 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready, ready.
From the gun, here's Darts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him. Seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Running it with Hampton. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A timeout here as we tend to an injured player. That's Keenan Allen who's shaken up. And with his history, hopefully nothing that keeps him out very long. Herbert on first down. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Chargers, first down. first down.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Throwing now, Herbert. His shot to the end zone is incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get more points to end a lopsided first half. McConkey with a touchdown. Vickers' extra point is up and good. And the Chargers continue piling on to this lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
He's back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lop's gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the 3rd quarter.
Graham Gano to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the 3rd. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Slot man motioned over. On the play fake, it's Herbert. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
And we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play just loose, incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Giants about to get to work on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot.
A give to Tracy up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Darts out of the shotgun. trying to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. They're going to have to get points now in a hurry. That's for an offense who just threw the interception, heading right back out there. You better flush it fast.
On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. The handoff to Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Go! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Bronco.
Your start now. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Third and long for him here. The throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments, the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field. For the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And good forward, about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Xavier Howard on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw, here starts. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Starks. Catch made. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Giants 7. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. And even though they just gave up a touchdown, Brock, it didn't put much of a dent in their sizable advantage. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chargers.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
On 3rd down, Herbert. The coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Head to 60. Head to 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pirates.
Dark from the pistol. This is cuts. That's Slayton. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's good for a New York 1st down. New set of downs for them from the 31.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Starks. Getting out to his left. They left him wide open. It's complete. This is going to be down. It looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here goes Dart to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Hey, 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. Why can't we score? Hut, hut.
Darts looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
60 Bison. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dart. It's on target to Johnson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. But a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Buffalo. Ready. 70 Lions.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. Against the Giants, who are going to have it to start the fourth quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Sag! Bronco 80, 19 Lion. Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Set up.
From the gun, here's Dart. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants putting up points in a game decided.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Look at middle field open or close. Look at single high or two high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Gano ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Short side option here. He's running left. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
No throw, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Chased out to his right. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for a New York 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
60 buck, Jack, 60 buck. Come on, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Pioneer. Steady, right?
On 1st down, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
Cup 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check go.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. Taken in by Bellinger. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
Cowboy 80. Bronco 80.
Tracy on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mike, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
Dart now against the blitz. Pressure's there. The Chargers got it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready? 7, Mustang 19. 19 Lion. 19 Tiger. 19. Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throws caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, do them through training camp, do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Desperation time here. He brings it in. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from a short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him the possession.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, we're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Now complete to Higbee. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Hampton now up the middle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Hampton. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
By Bobby Okereke. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And he will get this inside the 30.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to Hampton. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Kappa.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. It's caught left side by Harris. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Well, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal.
1st down.
Black 80.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Strong man in motion left. Now run with Hampton. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. 6 yards from there. It's going to be second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Set.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from New York.
You have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools.